tonight's episode of Beyond Focus TV. I'm Lydia Patel. And as always, I have a very special guest for you, Tiffany Achirem, who's the Director of New Business Development at JAL Real Estate Ventures. She'll be with us for the next 30 minutes, so stay with us. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. Beyond Focus TV allows you to discuss contemporary topics affecting the Caribbean people on both a national and local level. The show features informed guests who offer insight, debate, and evaluate various issues. Beyond Focus TV builds on the station's mission to provide useful information to the Caribbean people in New York and abroad. Beyond Focus TV, where our viewing audience can get educated, informed, and empowered. Welcome back. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. I'm Lydia Patel. Like I said, I have a very special guest for you, Tiffany Achirem. Welcome to the program.
Hello, Lydia. How you doing? Thank you.
You're very welcome. It's great to have you here.
Yes, thank you for having me.
We love to have movers and shakers in the community.
Okay.
Who are doing great things. And
thank you.
JAL definitely came up on the list.
Thank you. Thank you.
So before we even dive into this, I always start off my guests with my hot seat question, which is, who is? So who is Tiffany Achirem?
Oh, wow. Thank you. Well, Tiffany Achirem is full-time entrepreneur, hustler, grinder, just trying to make a name for myself. That's all.
Absolutely. So before the real estate, I feel like everybody always has a journey.
Yes.
Like there's always a lead up. You don't just start into this. So this was like a whole progression. So I want to know the nitty gritty. How did this all lead up? You probably weren't even doing real estate before.
No, I absolutely wasn't. I didn't even know the too much about real estate before actually getting into it. And how I actually started was purchasing. Me and my ex-husband and the girls, we were in Florida and Disney World for Christmas. Mm-hmm. And the weather was good. I was wearing a t-shirt, flip-flops, and I was like, I don't want to go back to the city. So just on that vacation, we purchased our first home.
On the trip.
And
that's not about a souvenir. Like, right. People just bring back a keychain.
A t-shirt. No, I left with a house.
Left with a house. I like it.
Yes. So, and we bought at the peak of the financial boom. So we closed January 2009.
Oh, wow.
Right. So that basically, that first purchase, doing everything on my own and doing the closing and everything, I was just like, this industry is interesting. Mm-hmm. So then while I was down there, always kept looking, and then we purchased another property. And then I was like, okay, now I want to give this a try. Took me 13 times to pass my...
That's okay.
Yes.
Lucky 13.
So, but prior to passing, while I was failing, I took a job as an admin assistant for a real estate brokerage firm. So then I learned about real estate that way. And I'm grateful for that type of journey. I'm glad that I learned about it that way.
Because a lot of people will go ahead and get licensed, but the admin part is that's like the business part. That's the nitty gritty.
They couldn't move or close without me. So I was basically a personal assistant to about 80 agents in my company.
Oh, wow.
So from the time they signed the contract to closing, I was responsible for the file and making sure everything was together so that we can close.
So then having that experience firsthand, when you finally, passed and have that knowledge now, you don't ever lose that.
No, you don't. And it helped me basically find my space, find out exactly what I wanted to do. I knew, because at the time I was living in Florida, so I knew I wanted to do luxury sales. So it gave me a lot of hands-on experience prior to getting my license, which was extremely grateful. I was grateful for.
So when you're doing an out-of-state purchase, and you could actually school us on that, because New York, Florida is a perfect, because I feel like it's going to be New York, Florida, New York, Atlanta.
Yes, right.
That the tri-state area kind of gravitates to.
Yes.
So what are some of the technicalities that people should know about? Because purchasing here, and it's obviously different there's different tax situations. So as the expert, why don't you share with the audience, like how does one maneuver all those different things? And secondly, you shouldn't get a professional to help. You should not try to embark on this alone.
And that's what I had a wonderful, wonderful agent that kind of just walked me through everything. I mean, my agent was so amazing that she even picked me up from the airport when I came down to Florida. And when I came down, my house wasn't ready. So closing got pushed back 30 days. So I actually had to live in a hotel with me and my girls for a month prior to closing on our home.
And that's at your expense.
Yes. But she and my car didn't make it down to Florida yet because it was getting shipped down. So she actually went above and beyond, which I kind of picked up a lot of her little tricks to help assist me with that. No, you don't. I went to her house. It was like she really went above and beyond to make sure. I mean, to make sure that I was comfortable. Until
and that you don't ever want to have that buyer's remorse or that regret, or
right?
Those feelings like, why did I do this?
And then I'm coming to a new state, a new town, no family, and at the time my ex-husband worked overseas, so I was definitely in Florida, just me and my 2 girls. Wow. So she definitely made me feel comfortable, and I'm totally grateful for that.
That's amazing. So then fast forward, you pass now, you have you're licensed, but you're also still working. So how did the next steps all come about?
Due to a divorce, I moved back to New York. So I moved back to New York, and then I was doing residential sales in Florida. Moved back to New York, and I came upon this opportunity at a real estate development firm. Never heard of real estate I've heard of real estate development, but never really understood what it was.
Exactly.
So my opportunity there introduced me to the world of commercial real estate and multifamily and things like that. So I started off as an assistant, then became asset manager. So I used to manage our assets in Jersey. And that just opened my eyes to a plethora of different opportunities, because when you think of real estate, you just think of one thing. And there are so many ways in real estate besides sales, traditional sales, that you can basically advance in and basically make a lot of money in.
And that's great. And I'm really loving this because there's so many people at home who are still looking for opportunities.
Yes.
And I always feel like real estate does give you that flexibility a lot. A lot of women are involved. A lot of minority women are thriving in it.
I love it. Yes.
So you see that, and it's amazing. So for those who may not be aware, kind of like myself, what is the whole developer? Because we always hear the developers are the one putting up those big buildings and all those great things, but I know there's a little more to it.
Developer, yes. Buys the property or the land and basically redevelop it. We specialized in the development firm I came from was an all-black firm, Carthage Real Estate Advisors in Harlem. The owner, the principal, graduated from Yale, so I had all of these, I call them my big brothers, just with Ivy League degrees, and it just felt good. It really felt good. And I'm sorry, just lost my train of thought.
No, but it basically, having the support from a great team.
Yes.
Of developers, really.
Yes.
Who are doing this.
And I learned how to analyze deals. I learned how to basically research properties, contact owners. I learned how to manage the properties, manage the staff that keep the properties going, like your custodians, your porters, the property managers. So it gave me a lot of knowledge without even knowing this is something that I was interested in.
Wow, that's great.
No, yes, it was amazing.
So exciting. And there are a lot of black owned, when Jay-Z said buy the block, you know, like it's a real thing.
No, it definitely is. That's real estate, for those who don't know, is the only industry that I've came across that you don't need a degree in. Mm-hmm. All you have to have is a good personality and be able to network and be a people person. And it's the only career field that I've witnessed that you can literally make 10, 20,000, 40, 50, 100,000. It's unlimited. There's no cap on how much money you can make, how many deals you have. It's literally whatever you put in is what you're going to get out.
We'll hold that thought. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. Stay with back here watching Beyond Focus TV. I'm Lydia Patel. So Tiffany, great conversation, super exciting. We're talking about the cheddar. We're talking about the dinero.
Yes,
got to get all that, the good stuff. So now, fast forward now with JAL.
Yes. So JAL, we are also Black owned as well.
Very important. We gotta highlight that.
Yes. So JAL Real Estate Ventures. We are a brokerage. We do development. We do construction management, and we also do real estate consulting. My broker, which is also my big brother, who's the owner, he is a real estate developer. He teaches real estate development at NYU. He teaches also real estate development at Pratt. We also basically came from the development company that I used to work for,
Right.
and we just got NWBE certified, so now we're recognized as a minority business, and I'm leading the business to start doing more contracting with the government and other government entities. So we're going to get all of those certifications, the 8A, the Hub Zone, the Disadvantaged Business certification, so we can basically get in the game and play with the big boys.
You could play with the big boys.
Absolutely.
And that's what we need.
We definitely do.
When I purchased, I was looking for, I would love to give my business to minorities first.
Absolutely. Understandable.
You have to do a little more digging.
Yes.
And I hate to say it sometimes, our people disappoint us.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to, I tried. I made the effort, but I got to go over here.
But I got to, yes.
I got a time frame. So, but it's good that, JAL has that available, So what are some of the other services aside from the development? So if someone's coming, you can assist with regular home purchases, apartments.
Yes. Home purchases, commercial spaces, apartments. We do real estate consulting. So if you're an investor or if you just have a big lump of cash and you're looking to invest, we can assist you with your real estate portfolio. We also do construction management. I'm actually renovating a brownstone in Harlem right now, where we, manage the project. Then we do real estate development, where we'll, purchase the property, develop it, and, yes.
Set it free.
Yes.
So I didn't know if someone has a decent chunk of change that they would like to invest in something, you could help with that process for a quick turnaround as well and all that?
Yes. Yeah,
Oh,
we can
wow.
help you basically build your portfolio. Like I said, we have a whole bunch of knowledge. My broker's a real estate developer, so he's good with numbers. So we know how to basically help you grow your portfolio if that's something that you're looking to do.
So it could help somebody basically put the money in there for a purchase, develop it up. By the time it's sold, you get your
Right. You get your money back, or you can have it for residual income.
That is actually really, really good. There's so
Yes.
many avenues. Like you said, there's so many different ways because you think of just the sales side
The
of it.
sales side of it. And then now, like I said, we want to get into more contracting. So doing business with the city, doing business with the different state entities, doing business, getting, they have, you can get the New York, New Jersey Port Authority, doing business with them, doing business with the NTA. So just getting our minority certifications, so that way we have a fair chance.
Absolutely. And what about the team? What's the JAL team consist of? How many people right now?
We're small. We're still small. So it's about 5 of us.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's about 5. We're still small.
Yeah.
But we're, in a couple of months we will be announcing some big partnerships. So you can't announce it right now before the ink is dry. But trust me, you will see a lot of us, and we will be aligned with some big names. That's Black-owned business names that are already doing big things in the industry.
That is amazing. So how has COVID, because, and I don't like talking about COVID, I can't ignore that we're still kind of here, but a lot of people were affected, and some people were good and bad. Certain industries didn't suffer as bad, and real estate was actually one of them.
No, right. Real estate, it kept going.
It kept on going.
People made a lot of money during COVID. People
Yeah.
have. And we transitioned. We did transition.
Right. That's what I
we
want to hear about.
transitioned from doing more of the brokerage side. Instead of growing the brokerage side, we kind of want to grow more of the development and construction management. So I went back and I took some courses to get, certification in some construction management. I did the Turner School of Construction. I'm getting ready to do Columbia construction management course to get my certification, so that way I can have not only just my real estate license, but my certifications, and let people know that I'm studying constantly, knowing what the real estate trends are and what things are the way things are going.
No, you have to constantly grow. I mean, the industry changes.
You do. You have to be a lifelong learner.
Lifelong. It's forever. It's forever. You can't just expect that things are going to stay stagnant.
No, and then, you have to change, because nobody expected COVID to happen.
That shift and pivot had to happen so fast.
And you had to so we had to go back to the drawing board and kind of tighten up and figure out what are our long-term goals, what are our short-term goals, where do we want to see our company, and regardless if it's 5 of us or if it's 500 of us, JAL Real Estate Ventures, we act as if we're Apple on the first day.
Oh, yeah. And then you even see, like, the Douglas elements of, the Sotheby's, and who I feel they're so big that it's almost you have no connection.
You have, yes.
Because it's just, you're under that umbrella. You get part of their marketing and whatnot, but you are literally a number in there. You have the support, and I've spoken to agents who, the ones who do well is because they're not newbies in the game.
No, and they've been there for a long time.
You've either been elsewhere and just know the ropes, and when you come in there, it's very little support and management.
Mm-hmm. And it's so competitive. It's extremely competitive. New York real estate is so competitive. That's a reason why we had to kind of pivot, because I love real estate. I live, breathe, and sleep this. But I knew I didn't want to do the hustle and bustle of showing apartments, running around showing 30 apartments a day. That gets tiring, especially in New York. God forbid if it's a walk-up.
Yeah.
A 6-floor walk-up, So we definitely had to pivot, and I kind of had to sit down with myself and ask myself, where do I see myself? Where do I want to go? Who do I admire? So
you made it happen, though.
Yes, absolutely.
Hold that thought. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. Stay with us. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. So Tiffany, you were saying right before the break, COVID, you guys had to pivot and shift and change the direction of the business.
Yes.
Why don't you share with us just how social media has really, if at all, had a great impact with helping your business?
That's one thing that we have to get better at, is our social media presence. We definitely, we do I try to, every time I'm doing something real estate related, take a picture and post it. Mm-hmm. But I'm not social media savvy like I should be. So I think we are going to get some interns at the beginning of the year to help us kind of lock down this whole social media thing.
Yep. And get that going.
Yes, get our TikTok dances and everything going on.
Yeah, you have to get all that, because get on those trends.
Right. Absolutely. You have to stay up to date and go where the people are.
Exactly, and I think that's a great thing. And if you made it this far without being, having it fully at capacity,
just imagine.
It's going to be great.
Yes.
So you said 2022, there's going to be some, things coming in.
Yes.
So we'll definitely be looking forward to that. What would you say has been the highlight of your career so far?
The highlight of my career has been working with the development firm, becoming an asset manager. I didn't know what an asset manager was. So being able to handle that position and actually excel and do a good job and have a connection with everybody that was under me, and have a connection with my tenants, have a connection with the local political people that was in our town. I think that was the best. That kind of made me shine But it's not over yet. I'm still coming. I'm still coming.
There's always more.
Yes.
There always has to be more. How can everybody at home get in contact with you if they want to reach you on the website, the best contact info?
Yes. Well, you can look us up at jalrealestateventures.com. You can also contact me at Tiffany at jalrealestateventures.com. You can find me on my personal page on Instagram at Six Figure Tiff, and at the same on Facebook.
I like that. Six figure Tiff.
Six Figure Tiff. We're gonna have to change it to 8 figures soon.
Oh, because we're gonna put that out to the universe.
Right. Might as well claim it now.
Claim it.
It's 11/11 today, right?
It is 11/11. A lot of great things happening. You know, and it's just exciting. I think it's just an exciting time for real estate.
It absolutely is. And if I could just share a message for someone that's just looking to start out, I would say my advice, if I knew this, look up real estate wholesaling.
Real estate wholesaling?
Yes.
I don't even think I've heard the term.
Yes, that's the best. I think that's the best way. If someone that doesn't have any knowledge about real estate or whatever, I feel like that's the best way to start.
And what does that kind of encompass?
It encompasses, you find the property, you get the property under contract, and then you sell the contract to the investor.
Wow.
Yes.
That's an interesting nugget.
It's an interesting nugget. It gives you a start. You can build capital real quick, and then you can get into investing, flipping, and whatever it is that you want to do. And real estate does offer you the opportunity to do whatever it is you want to do, because no one says I want to be in real estate, but you should own real estate.
Mm-hmm. That is so vital. I hope everyone's taking notes, because we're trying to grow this wealth. You know, some people are coming out of the situation. You know, I don't know where everyone's coming from, but we all know that most of us want to move forward. We want to have something greater and better. So I think this is definitely an in. And even if you have a property, you still don't feel because you only have one, like, oh, my DTI is going to be, because people have been shying away. And I'm like, you know what, maybe I can qualify for another one. You know?
Yes, absolutely. And then multifamilies. It's not just that are just, one house or one person. Because if you're renting, you have and that one tenant leaves, then you have to find another tenant. But if you have a 4-family and one tenant leaves, you still have 3 other tenants.
Right. The only thing with that, of course, is this is New York and people want to squat in your house because they can.
New York is a landlord-friendly state. So you might want to look in other markets to start building your portfolio and New York is high in price. So starting off to start your portfolio, I wouldn't suggest New York.
Okay.
Especially, you can go to Maryland, you can go to North Carolina, you can go to Florida, whatever. And you can do all of this while still living in New York. You don't have to move to these states to own property in these states. You can hire boots on the ground in whatever market that you're in to assist you with owning and maintaining your property.
Oh, that's great. And I mean, the Maryland real estate, is a fraction of
what exactly.
If you're dropping $200K for $200K, you are getting some.
You are getting something good, right?
You get something real good.
Real good, yes, absolutely.
So it's like certain parts of Philly.
Certain parts, yes. Go to those neighborhoods.
Or Pennsylvania, I should say, because you don't think of Philly.
But definitely go to those rough neighborhoods. Start investing. Just buy one house, buy 2, buy 3. You and your family pull your money together. Y'all can buy the whole block, literally. So yes, definitely
that's
look.
Really
if you can't afford, if New York prices are out of your budget, definitely look to other markets. The goal is having that residual income come in every month.
Yeah, that's. Leaving here today with my notepad full of notes of Six Figure Tip over here is giving me some gems.
Yes.
So I'll definitely need to chat with you on that and see how we can work something out, because I think it's amazing.
It's definitely the time, and being that the mortgage moratorium has been lifted, there is gonna be a lot of inventory coming on the market in the
because
first quarter.
Because of foreclosures?
Yes, because of foreclosures. Unfortunately, and COVID, and people are passing away. So
Yeah.
their family and a lot of times family and relatives don't want to deal with houses that they don't live in or live next to. So
Yeah.
they will be
Just let it
open to
go.
sell it and for a nice price.
That's good. So that's why you have to hit up Tiff. Why don't you give us the phone number one more time and how they can reach you?
Yes, my number is 929-519-4820. Again, that's 929-519-4820.
Okay, great. You know what? I think a lot of people are going to be reaching out and
Yes.
just trying to get some information, get that intel. You should like consider doing like a Facebook Live type of
I
thing.
know I'm working on it. I'm working on getting myself out there. Gotta stop being shy and definitely.
Six-figure Tiff.
I
you
know, right?
Six-figure Tiff.
I like that.
Heard it here first.
I like
Okay.
that ring. Yes.
Because I think it's just so much information, and people will like go live, give you their questions, and it's like a lunch and learn. It's really good.
That's
So,
amazing. Yes,
we'll
that's a great
connect.
idea. Definitely, that's
We'll
a great
definitely
idea.
connect.
Yes.
Well, Tiffany, thank you so much for joining
Thank you
us.
for having me. This was amazing. Thank you for
You
giving me the opportunity.
are welcome, and it was amazing.
Thank you.
As always, if you have any questions or comments, you can send us an email at info@beyondfocusmedia.com. I'm your host, Lydia Patel. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be back again next week. Same time, same place. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. Stay with us.
Beyond Focus TV show wants and needs your feedback. Did we blunder? Please let us know so we can improve. Was the show helpful to you? Drop us a note so we can share the success with our staff members. Is there something you think we could do better? We welcome new ideas and new approaches to old ideas. Do you have a great suggestion? Let us know and we'll work on it. If you would like to share your comments anonymously, please send us an email at info@beyondfocusmedia.com. If you want to get in touch with the executive producer directly, send him an email at gene@beyondfocusmedia.com. We really look forward to hearing from you.